Hello YouTube family, this is Tanji Michelle coming to you on this beautiful day in June 2016. You were designed for greatness, and great you shall be. Today I would like to come to you and talk to you guys about taking on the label of single mother. I did a previous video about, I think it's entitled It's a Wonderful Life Being a Single Mother. First, I'll go ahead and address some of the things that I said in that video. One of the things I said about it doesn't matter if you're married or not. Just one second, let me get this music down just a little bit. It's good Christian jazz. So soothing. So anyway, one of the things I talked about was it doesn't matter if you're married or not. Let me say, and I said it, I agree to a certain extent. Now I will tell you, I definitely teach my daughters. I have 2 adult daughters, young adult daughters. I definitely teach them, do not have children until you're married. Absolutely. And but I also know firsthand that being married is no guarantee that you're going to have your children. I mean, that you may have children born inside of wedlock. There's still no guarantee that the child is going to be raised in a 2-parent home, because you cannot control another adult's actions or behaviors, and that person can decide to end the marriage, or you can decide to end the marriage and still the child end up being in a single parent home. So basically my point is there are no guarantees. It's more important that you align with someone who is equally yoked, or your spirits align with each other, that you are absolutely compatible to the point that even if something happened in a breakup, you will be able to part ways amicably and even still be friends. So be mindful and careful who you open your heart to, your mind, body, spirit, because a child can be born out of your connection. So I definitely teach my girls to wait until you're married to have children, and I tell them you want to learn from my example the struggles or challenges with being a single mother. But I've been both. I've been married, I've had a child, inside of wedlock as well as outside. And comparing the two, it boils down to the person, not necessarily the fact that we had both signed our names on a contract, a legally binding contract. What it boils down to is who the person is that you had your connection with, that you married, and the fact that there's no guarantees in life, and there's no way of knowing for sure what the future holds when it comes to raising a child in a 2-parent home. Should a woman want marriage? Should a woman want her children to be born inside of wedlock? Should a woman want to do things by the word of God and have kids inside of a marriage? Should she? I say she should. If that's what the spirit lead her to do, then yeah, she should. But I think so many people spend so much time and energy judging other people. Like, so for example, some women can afford to have a child outside of wedlock. Some women don't need a man in terms of their money, and they have enough. Maybe they have brothers and uncles, father figures, or even the father involved, that can be so that the child have a good balanced home life or whatever. So should a woman want all these things? Of course, if that's what the Lord is leading her to want, or if that's what she as her own person says she decides that that's what she wants. But she don't have to want that. No one has to want anything that this culture, this society says that they should want. Like, yeah, we live in these wonderful, beautiful United States of America, but people are people. And some other cultures just aren't the same as it is here in the U.S. So, should a woman want all these things? If that's what she's led to want, then yeah, sure. God places desires in our heart. So if God put a desire in her heart to want those things, then yes, she should want them. If He didn't place a desire in her heart to want those things, then no, she should not want them. Simple as that. Who are you to judge? Anyway, moving forward. Was I ranting? Hopefully not. But anyway, I'm just a real person. This is not TV. This is real life. But anyway, so now I want to talk about taking on the label of a single parent, being a single mother, taking on the label. Here's the thing, guys. I encourage you to not take on any label that is negative in nature or make you feel bad, make you that drains your energy. If it's something that drains your energy, make you feel, bad and stuff, like, you don't have to own that. You don't have to own it. Okay, so now the label single mother. I looked up the word single. Let's see what we get. Single, only having one in number. So we're gonna get to the bottom of this, the truth. We have to look at what's true. When you decide that you're gonna be down and out and depressed and upset about stuff, you have to take a step back and look at what is true. Single is saying having only one in number. As a mother, when it comes to attaching the word single to mother, are you only one in number? Is there only one in number in terms of an adult that is caring for the child or children? Is there only one? No. In most cases, no. If you have any type of support system, even if the kids go into school and they have teachers and stuff, there's more than one person that cares for and loves your child or children. Only having one in number. Is there just one you? Absolutely. And that could be in a whole bunch of across the board. You're a unique person. You're a unique being. You are the one and only of you. But is there only one person that your child has to count on or do anything for them? I'm willing to bet the answer to that is no. The second one is, for single, is not having another. Not having another. Even we terms say single mother, is there another mother? There's not another mother in terms of you. Again, there's not another you. But there is another mother that your child or children have in their life. It can be grandmother, it can be godmother, it can be stepmother, it can be mother-in-law. I mean, come on. Is there another? You have to look at the truth before we take on these labels that have so many negative connotations that make you feel bad, that make you feel low. And it's taking on these things that causes us to not move up in life, to not get to live our highest potential, because we're listening to society, the social media, and the television, and all that stuff, and what they say. But you got to take a step back and look at the truth. For a long time, because I've been a mother since I was young. I won't say my age. I'll just say I had already graduated high school. But nonetheless, I was very young when I became a mother. And one of the things that was like embedded in me was surviving as a single mother. I wanted to survive and not be I did. One second here. Just a second. Let me turn this music off. Okay. All right. So in survival, I was stuck on this survival mode because I had taken on this title, this label, and all I knew was I can survive. I used to say that for years. I know one thing I know how to do. I know how to survive. I know how to get what I gotta get. Know how to, I can hustle and do whatever I need to do to survive. And that's one of those negative. We don't think of it as negative, but it actually have negative connotations in it as well, and it's kind of attached to the title or label of single mother. So here's what survive means: to remain alive. I know how to survive. What to remain alive? When you get up in the morning, you just you still alive. So how is that considered a way of life? It's like you make that surviving a way of life. That's not how God intends for us to live in survival mode. Survive means to continue to live. To have life in you means you got breath in your body. You have a heartbeat. That makes you alive, right? That makes you live because you got a heartbeat and breath in your body. That's it. Is that all you want? Is to say I'm a single mother? I know how to survive. I can do that. Is that all you want to do? See, here's the thing. We must see that the positive attributes of your life's potential far outweigh the negative. You may have had a child or children outside of wedlock. There's still more positive things about your life than negative. You can be a wonderful mother. You can teach your children so many wonderful, beautiful things. You can help your children do and be so many wonderful things. You can help yourself do and be so many wonderful things. There's so many more positive attributes of your life. I guarantee it. I promise you, there are so many more positive attributes about your life, your life's potential, than there is negative. And even being a mother without a husband does not necessarily have to be a negative attribute. I'll tell you how in just a second. So you have to decide if you're going to own or disown the title single mother. You can say, well, you know what, I've rented that space for a long time, but the lease is up. I'm done with that. I am no longer going to call myself a single mother. We're going to find something to replace that title, that label, because it has so much negativity attached to it. When there's negativity attached to it, it drains your energy. It makes you feel that there is lack in some areas. There's always lack in some area of your life when you attach yourself to negative, because you are what you think about. And what does the label single mother make you think about? It makes you think about surviving. It makes you think that you having only one in number. It makes you think that there is no other. There is not another. That's sad. Like, that don't feel good. It doesn't feel good. And you have people out there who want to judge, because here's the thing: some people are not happy with their own life, even though their life looks so wonderful. Some people aren't happy with their own life, so they'll take what they can see as a flaw or negative thing about you, and they'll make you feel bad about it. They'll make you own this label. I was reading, doing some research and different stuff, and I noticed that when they say single mother, all these negative statistics about single mothers. It's just a negative thing in terms of what people have to say about it, right? And so I was watching this one show where a lady was saying, well, mind you, a lady who has no kids, she'd probably go crazy if she ever have any. But anyway, someone who has no children writing these books about single mothers and blah blah blah, all this negative stuff about single mothers. And then she says, well, I'm not talking about the women who are divorced. I'm talking about the women who were never married. Well, who goes around and say I'm a divorced mother? Who is that for? I mean, like, my honest opinion, when they say, well, I'm not talking about the women who married and they divorced, well, that's just to make them feel better. Because some can't, if somebody got to be at the bottom of the totem pole, don't make it be, women, society already places us below men in so many cases. So at least give the woman who got married, give her credit for getting married. She's not just a single mother. She don't have to take on the title of single mother because at least she did get married. Well, she ain't going around saying, I'm a divorced mother. I have yet to hear someone describe themselves as a divorced mother. I can say I'm a divorced mother, but both of them negative. To me, it's just like they're saying, well, you don't have to take, you don't have to be at the very bottom of the totem pole because you got married. It ain't your fault you're a single mother because you intended for your children to be raised in a 2-parent home because that's what you intended. You don't have to be at the bottom of the totem pole. But guess what? It really, in terms of it being a negative connotation, can put negative energy in you and affect your life in the sense of altering your own life purpose and your belief and confidence in yourself and your own life purpose. It all is all negative if you buy into it. Don't buy into it. That's what this video is about. I'm telling you, or I'm challenging you. Challenge yourself, your own good sound mind. Don't buy into it. You are what you think about. Whatever you're thinking about all day, any day, that's what you are. And if you're thinking, I'm a single parent, I only have one, it's just me, there's nobody else in this world but me for my kids, I have no one, I have to do everything all by myself. Like, how you gonna reach your potential? Don't buy into it. Don't. Instead, how about try? Take on the label that you were born with and grew into. You were born female. If you're a woman, you were born female, right? You were born female and you grew into a woman. You're a woman. How about taking on the title woman and mother? Those you grew into. And if you were married, you grew into the title wife. If you were ever married, you were a wife. Woman, wife, mother. And add only positive things to that. All right, so I am replacing the term single mother, although I'm a divorced mother. I could say I'm a divorced mother of 3. Whatever. I ain't gonna say neither one. I'm a thriving mother of 3 beautiful daughters. A thriving mother. Let's look at what thriving means. Thriving, to prosper. Can you prosper although you're a mother? Does that feel better than I'm alone, I have no one? I'm prospering. I'm a prospering mother. I'm thriving. Thriving also means to be fortunate or successful. Are you a successful mother? Are you successfully being a mother? I'm pretty sure you are. I would think about at least 99.9% of mothers are successful at being mothers. Most mothers are successful at being mothers. So you can, and all this falls up under thriving mother. Thriving also means to flourish. Are you able to flourish? Did God embed in you the ability to flourish? Did he? I think he did. I believe he did give you the ability to flourish. So what you gonna do? Are you gonna take on the title that society says you have to take on, or that they gonna give you, or you gonna correct them and tell them you are not a single mother, you are a thriving mother, a prosperous mother, a successful mother. So here's the thing. I'm working on my book too, and so I'll read you just a little bit of what I'm putting in my book. Only take on the labels that you were born with and grew into naturally. I've already said that. All things attached to that label should harvest results when you came about it in a positive way. For example, a successful relationship within a marriage is your aim. Then you're highly likely to become a happy wife and unlikely to become a battered or negative wife. Right? So today I challenge you, and as I also challenge myself, adopt only labels that are positive and directly relate to that which you were born with. So here are some of the some labels that I am challenging myself and you as well. I am a mature woman with a sound, disciplined mind. I am that. That I am. I am a thriving mother with a loving and nurturing personality. I am that. That I am. I will become a happy wife with a loving and caring personality. I will become that. That I am. And I will become a successful woman with clear and precise business goals. I am that. That I am. I am becoming. So see, all is basically, I'm saying, think positive, be positive. You are what you think about, and don't allow society to do the thinking for you. If you're a Christian, I'm not telling you what faith to, I'm not here to tell you what faith to take on. I'm a Christian woman and I'm happy about it. But even that title, I'm a Christian woman. I am a Christian mother. I am a thriving mother, a prosperous mother, a fortunate mother. Yes, 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 yes. I'm a fortunate mother. I'm a successful mother. I am a flourishing mother. I'm a magnificent mother. So there's so many things that you can, if you're going to label yourself, why not make it something positive? And when you're making it positive, it makes you feel better. You exude better energy. You attract better energy to you, better people, and you're more likely to get that guy or that husband who's going to help you to flourish even more. Because here's the thing, when you're a flourishing mother, and we don't have no problem, saying I'm a, flourishing mom, I'm a prosperous mom, and you're not hiding or ashamed or feeling burdened and you're more likely to attract a great person, a great people into your life. The only people that want to be around somebody who's a stick in the mud is a stick. Somebody who just they ain't doing what they should be doing in their lives. So I challenge you to change your thinking, change your title. If you have taken on the title single mother, or think of a more positive way to label, to label yourself. So with that being said, I remind you, you were designed for greatness, and great you shall be. I love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you for watching my channel. Like and subscribe, and also feel free to keep in your prayers as I go on this journey, writing my book and doing inspirational speeches. If you or your organization is looking for a speaker for your program or whatever, I am your girl. So I would love to come. I'm traveling the nation and speaking into people's lives words of healing and prosperity in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Bye-bye.